How shiny and reflective is that packaging? Enough so that you can see my camera. Hello and welcome. I am the Suit&Tie Dip&ChewGuy. This is the number 2, the second review of Group 14 Dry Snuff Nasal. That playlist and another review from it will pop up on screen in the last 20 seconds of this video. This entire Group 14, again, is thanks to, funding-wise, Mr. Dennis Crowley. So if you see him in the comment section, give him a thank you. In the description area, there are 2 links. They're important to the funding of the channel. I thank you for your consideration. So we will be taking a look at this. This is a Pochel product. You will notice, though, it is JBR. That's J. Brumfit and Radford, which somewhat surprisingly, as far as I can tell, still exists as an entity. However, they were a former snuff manufacturer, and now the licensing has gone or is licensed to Pochel. So, but they still exist. Somewhere out there, there's a cubicle, and there's somebody in it that's JBR's employee, evidently. So we're going to take it over to the desk, take a closer look at the packaging and the product inside. There is a slight difference on this packaging. It is a slide top, somewhat like the old early review Alpina. They would seem to have added a safety. There's a safety break-off tab on these now. So we'll take it over to the desk, check all that out, check out the product inside before I bring it back up top and let you know what I think. Back in a moment. Okay, so here we are, and there's my camera again. So you can see closer up. Snuff Blue, the original company was established in 1860. As far as I can tell, that is right. The packaging is a little interesting. Now, obviously, this is a Pochel product, so that is why you're seeing a German warning label, and there'll probably be another one on the back. It is a slide top where you slide back, which they've had this type of packaging for a while. That said, excuse me, this does have a safety seal that I guess I'm going to snap off, but we're not there yet. On the back, it is 10 grams. It is made in Germany. Pochel Tobacco is the manufacturer. Barcode, etc. Besides this safety, it's sort of interesting because I was looking at the side. It's not a sticker on the front because it wraps. It's reflective on the sides too. But yet there's a sticker on the back. So they have it wrapped, and then they have a sticker on the back anyway. That is the base color, and that, I guess, is a tax stamp. But a German would have to let me know because it doesn't really have anything on it, written-wise anyway. So with that, we will, I guess, break this. Oh, okay. Well, that's not going to be a problem, evidently. Okay. That is the safety, and it is gone. Go away. Run away. Get out of here. Okay, and then you just slide back on these. That was rather odd. I don't know if that's going to pick up on camera. There was a very, very light suction sound when I opened that. It wasn't the slide action. It was like air was being sucked in. Very, very light. I don't know if it'll turn up on camera, but... Okay, so we will knock a little bit out here. Is it going to come out easy? And then we will get closer. Okay, and here we are. So it's sort of interesting, actually. It isn't like the normal products from this company. It's very different. Now, do keep in mind, and I am reminding myself that this is under a lot of magnification at this point. That said, it seems a bit more rough and cut, and it doesn't seem like the moisture level is as high. Now, it is breaking down or rubbing down, but if you see these bits before I rub them down, they are still present sometimes even after I do. With Pushell products, usually they almost cling to themselves, and I'm not making it sound like this is a huge step away from that, but they sort of are soft and clingy to themselves, and you can't really tell what the grind is because you can't get the stuff separated, and when you do rub it down, it just breaks down and you get this. But this has something more coarse sort of laid in over it. That and the moisture doesn't seem as high, going hand in hand with that. So with that, we will take it back up top. I am smelling the product. I believe we are going with a peppermint here. That would make sense due to the color of the packaging. And I'm back. Okay, so I'm just going to knock some out of my hand here and pinch off it, basically. Oh, now it doesn't want to come out? Really? I am guessing that this is not a high nicotine, so I'm going to do a little more. This, compared to the last one, this has got a lot more moisture. I only say that in reference to other Pushell products. Yeah, it's a peppermint with something else. It's peppermint, or maybe it's just their take on peppermint. I can't really. All right, so just pinching off. That's odd. So it's got a little bit of a burn. There's a cooling sensation because it's a Pushell product. There's got to be menthol involved, right? But it's got a cooling sensation, but it's also got a burn to it too, which is what's throwing me off right now and why I'm like, nicotine's there. I mean, it's not high. But it's not low either. It'll be somewhere in the medium range, I'm guessing. It's easy to take. No, it is not as light and fluffy and high moisture as other products from this company. That said, it is higher moisture and more fluffy than almost all products from other companies. So it's going to be fairly easy to take. That coupled with the menthol, beginner's product, yeah. I would call this beginner's product. It's peppermint. It's, I mean, no doubt about it, it's peppermint. That said, I feel like there's something else going on there. There's very slight tobacco going on in the background. And I'm torn. I'm torn if there has been some sort of spearmint or maybe wintergreen. Wintergreen would be the reason for the burn. That would explain the burn. Because it's not something that's going on because of nicotine. Nicotine's there, but it's not that much. I'm going to take a little more of this. Okay, or a lot more, whichever. It's very clearing. It is not, by Pushell standards, the highest menthol, but there's a lot of it, make no mistake. You know what? I seriously think maybe there's a little wintergreen oil in there. Maybe. It could be ridden off as spearmint, but that wouldn't explain the burning sensation, I don't think. All in all, pretty sound product, but they're a little pricey. The price point for these are, let me get this off my hand here. I can just pinch you off the paper towel if needed. These are up priced. They're probably at least close to $8. Is it worth it? You can tell by the packaging. They're trying to make this something that a new generation. They're trying to bring in the new young people. All fine and good. If the new young people have money to burn, they won't know the difference anyway. So that said, do you need to spend that much for a peppermint or a good peppermint? No. I mean, I can't think anything off the top of my head. I can't think of one Bernard product, but I don't know if it's been continued or not under the new company. So I don't want to put anything out there. But is this and that the only peppermint snuffs? No, obviously not. And peppermint is something that works really well with this. So the price point is a sticking issue in my mind. The packaging, although it doesn't look bad there, like it's a little, like that reflective aspect of it, it's a little obnoxious in my mind. But, again, all in all, very sound product. Well done. Packaging is good. Just not quite sure about the price. And nicotine-wise, I mean, if you're looking for something high, this is not it. Otherwise, I consider this a beginner's. That said, it might be a little more nicotine than a beginner needs. And that's all my thoughts on that. This has been my review of JBR Blue. I am the Suit&Tie Dip&ChewGuy. I do hope you all are well. As always, do take care of yourselves, and God bless.